In Mali there once ruled a king, Mohammed ibn Akuan, and it is quite remarkable what he back then was doing. He ruled in Mali as Mansa, meaning king or chief, and this Mansa Mohammed had a special belief. He thought that far away beyond the great western ocean there lay a land all green and well, a paradise on earth. To the Mansa these weren't rumors but reward for his devotion, so he sent 200 ships to go and prove what this was worth. They sailed into the sunset, then days turned into weeks, till after quite some time a single ship came drifting back. They said, "Great Mansa, we encountered a great current, and so every ship ahead of us there capsized and drank." The Mansa scraped his throat and said, "But Cap." He was in too deep and said the men had reached the land beyond and were now trying to keep it for themselves by breaking bond. But Mansa Mohammed cannot be gone. So their heads on spikes, and 2,000 ships made ready, which this time he'd lead himself so that things might go steady. He then called for a distant nephew who was very smart and appointed him deputy to rule while he's apart. This man's name was Musa. There he stood and looked stern as he watched the king sail off who'd never return. No one ever heard of the Mansa Mohammed again. So now Musa held power and soon had himself crowned. Now let me tell you why Mansa Musa was renowned. He conquered many neighboring lands and took thousands of slaves and many gold mines. His wealth came in waves, but the most famous action Mansa Musa has in store was his pilgrimage to Mecca back in 1324. He did not travel alone but took 12,000 slaves, 60,000 men in total in luxurious brocades. Also many of them carried gold bars, and 80 camels were saddled with bags of gold dust. Trust that all of this gold Mansa Musa gave freely to the poor he met along the way. Yes mate, really, Mansa Musa moving mad like he met evil Mr. Beast as he traveled east, all of it primarily to make his name discussed. Winning adoration by causing inflation, the price of gold took over a decade to readjust. He would flex his wealth every day dawn until dusk, and every Friday of his journey he would build another mosque. He built his wife a pool in one day when she missed home, and in Egypt nearly clashed with the Sultan on the throne, as Mansa Musa there refused to bow to the Sultan and said, "I am Mansa, and bow to God alone." But things were soon forgiven as the Mansa gave some treasure. After 3 months of leisure he continued on his road. Unfortunately his trip did not get much better, cause by the time he travels back Musa is broke. No joke. Many of his men have died of cold, bandit raids were starved, and back in Egypt borrow coin or sell the things they brought. But then the Sultan found them, fondly remembering Musa's earlier generosity, and showered them in gifts so they'd come home looking properly. Musa then invited many scholars and architects and set them out to work on a great many projects, making Timbuktu a center of much trade, art and learning, as his realm became well known for all the gold it was earning. But in 1337 Musa's heart lost its rhythm, and the golden age of Mali very soon died with him.